These are the plaintiffs, Angela and Kristen. Angela says her daughter Kristen rented an apartment during her senior year in college. Now that they've moved out, the defendant, their landlord's being hard-headed. They were promised a check within 30 days for their security deposit, but never got it. Never heard from the defendant, and they're tired of waiting around for the money. Seems this is a recurring situation with the defendant taking students' money. And that's why they need the judge's help today to get their $861.22 returned. This is the defendant, Terry Carr. He says the girls spot painted the walls with different colored paint when they moved out, and also left the bathroom in disarray and dirty. These kids are going out into the world thinking they can get away with anything they want, and he's here to show them they can't, because they have to pay for the damages they caused. He is accused of taking advantage of some college Coeds.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff rented an apartment for college and says she got royally taken advantage of, but the defendant says the girls spot painted the joint. It's the case of Hugh screwed me.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Angela and Kristen, you've asked us to refer to you just like that and
Yes,
no last names. We'll
fine.
respect that. You are suing Phyllis Stewart, who is represented here by you. You are Terry Carr.
Yes.
You are Phyllis's son-in-law?
Her daughter is my fiance.
Her daughter's your fiance, and you manage a place for her?
I help her when she needs help.
Okay.
Painting, cleaning.
All right. For $861.22 that you say is due you for lost wages and double the withheld portion of a security deposit. All right. I can't tell who's mother and who's daughter.
I'm the daughter.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, I mean, that's kind of hard, you know? She should be thanking me. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, she loves to hear
So
that.
talk to me.
Okay, so we moved out way before our
And
deadline.
you moved in, why? For college?
Yes, our senior year we're allowed to live off campus, so we have
Okay,
like 1
what college
year
were you going to?
Otterbein University.
Okay, so you lived in that home, and did you do all your dealings with him and his fiance?
We sent our rent checks to Phyllis in Florida.
No, I know,
So,
but
yeah.
you know, how
Yeah.
often did Phyllis in Florida stop by? And
I've never seen the
Okay,
woman,
got it.
so.
You never met Phyllis. All right, so go on. So what happens? You guys move out because
We
it's
move
the end.
out. My roommate does a walkthrough with his fiance. She says everything looks good, that we should be hearing from them within a month.
Okay.
It gets to like end of July, and we're like, we haven't got a rent check back.
When
so
did you move out?
Middle of May.
So you hear nothing in June, and then July comes, and what happens?
End of July, I call her and I'm like, hey, Phyllis, I've never had my rent check back.
Had you ever talked to her before, or no?
No, she's called my house for missing rent that wasn't mine. It was the other one. So I've never really talked to this one.
Okay, all right.
Until then. So still wasn't a pleasant interaction. I asked her how much I would expect to get back. She said $48. I was astonished. I was like, what do you mean?
Did she say why?
She said that we'd be in contact when I got this little piece of paper in the mail.
Okay, who'd you get that paper from?
Phyllis herself.
Okay. So it's a little piece of paper with handwriting on it, and
Yeah.
what it says is taken out of deposit, a wasted trip by Air Plus Heating and Cooling. He had an appointment, but when he got there, no one to let him in. That was $100. Utilities, $33.64.
That was from before they even moved in.
Yes, here it is.
How do you know?
She sent us a
She
copy of
sent
the billing date, which was to June 2nd, 2014, and we moved in June 1st, 2014. So it was from May 30th to June 2nd, 3 days before we had moved in.
From May 30th
Yeah.
to June 2nd? Well, that's because the other people, when they left, they took it out of their name.
Yeah.
But your lease started on what day?
June 1st.
Okay, so why wouldn't it be yours?
We never got billed for it. We've never had that bill.
Because it was under her name until you put it in your name.
Yeah.
You should have put it in your name as of June 1st.
Yeah, our
but you
power
didn't.
didn't turn on until June 2nd, so I don't know.
No, it turned out in your name on
Okay.
June 2nd. But you had power June 1st because the power company's billing for power on that day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand
Okay, but did you move in on May 30th or did you move in on June 1st?
June 1st.
Okay, all right, so we'll figure that out. Utilities, cleaning the apartment, $100. How did you leave the place?
I felt like I left it better than when I moved in.
Did you take pictures?
I did not get a chance to take pictures because
How many
her
of you
daughters-
college kids were living there?
There's 3.
And no one thought to use a phone for something other than nasty pictures. Phones are for evidence too, and whenever you leave or come into an apartment, you video. That's what you should do. But you don't know that. But now you do.
I know.
And if you watched people squirt while you were in college, you would have gotten a better education. All right, so carpet cleaning. How'd you leave the carpets?
We vacuumed weekly. We vacuumed before we left. We did another
Did anybody
walkthrough.
stain it?
No, there were no stains. It had relatively new carpet
The
on
other
the
mom, she did carpet clean before we moved in,
shampooing.
and she said the water was black when we moved before we moved in.
All right, repair
Nobody has
paint walls, $75. Fire alarm batteries, $5. Did you guys take the batteries?
No.
Or are they suggesting they weren't fresh? Missing light bulbs. Did you take light
No.
bulbs?
We had to go buy light bulbs when we moved in.
Blah, blah, blah. What evidence did she send with this note? This document that you've handed me, and what else?
That, and then we wrote her a letter about the 30-day charge, and she sent me a second check for $100, so partially admitting.
Wait, what do you mean
wrong.
a 30-day charge?
We sent her a letter saying we were going to pursue this because of the 30 days. You have 30 days to return the deposit, or you're due double. So then
Well,
she
it's
sent
not
us
quite like
this.
that. Hold on, slow your roll. In your state, if a landlord doesn't give you in writing the reason within 30 days, which didn't happen here, but if it doesn't happen, then you can demand of the landlord double what is wrongfully withheld. You still got to prove it was wrongfully withheld. All right, let's talk. Let me talk to you. Where did this little note come from?
The note would be a summary of the stuff that had to be done when they left.
What was wrong with it?
Well, the carpets needed cleaned. They were, 3 girls, 3 boyfriends, friends over the period of a year. You're going to have to. Well, they wanted them steam cleaned
Right.
when they moved in, and so part of the deal
Did
was.
they pay you to steam clean it when they moved in?
No, they didn't.
Well, then why
pay.
do they have to pay you to steam clean it for the next guy? Yeah, they wanted to steam clean it. If the guy wants a steam clean, he either negotiates with you for you to do it, or he does it himself. So do you have any pictures of the carpeting?
No pictures of the carpeting.
Okay. The fact that the rest of it wasn't clean, how was it not clean?
It was like they just picked up stuff, and like she said, swept. It wasn't like counters weren't wiped, floors weren't wiped, toilets weren't cleaned, any of that. That all had to be cleaned. Refrigerator wasn't
Is that
cleaned
how
out.
you gave it to them?
No.
Oh.
Like I said, that was the whole point. I'm getting at. They fussed when they moved in that it wasn't up to their standard.
Right.
But that's where they left us. And so he came in. It was Memorial Day weekend. Basically spent all Memorial Day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Do you have any pictures of
Getting
how
this-
it was unclean?
I don't know if I have any, but here's one.
Okay.
This is not a very good picture, but it shows just it's an example of what was going on the walls. They had hung
They
up
were like that
pictures
when I moved in.
and went and repaired all the little holes, and then spackled over them, and then never sanded the spackling and painted over them with a different paint. It looked like it was the same color, but
Tell
it was
me about that.
I touched up all the paint in the walls. We found paint in the basement that we assumed was to the walls, and
Yeah,
it's a
not
college
so
house.
much.
This thing is not the Hilton. I'm sorry, but when we
No.
moved in,
But if you're drilling into people's walls, you are technically
and I did
supposed to.
spackle and I did sand, and then we touched up paint and it matches best we could.
Right, you didn't match it. I'm looking at the
Clearly,
picture.
I guess not.
I mean, no, don't roll your eyes when I tell you that. I'm looking at the picture.
Okay, can 3 college girls rent an apartment for a year and possibly keep the place in good enough condition they're not going to get docked security?
Probably.
Really? Oh, I don't believe you just by the way you said it. I'm going in the back there. What do you think?
I think so. We've done it before and it wasn't a problem.
Oh, come on. Somebody who's going to get real with me?
Nah, I don't think it's possible. 3 college students of any kind, a year and
Girls, too.
girls especially.
I just wanted to say it. Going inside the courtroom.
Okay, here's what I'm confused about. You're suing for your third?
Yes, each of us got different amounts back, and I got like the least amount back.
Okay, how much did you get back?
$48, and then I got a second check for $100 after I wrote
How
my
much
letter.
was your security deposit?
$335.
That's just your part?
That's just my part.
Okay. The entire utility bill was $33 for those 3 days. Why is all of it being taken out of her security deposit? How are these decisions made? I mean, you're here for her, so you got to be able to explain them.
Well, that I'm not sure how she got to those numbers.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. Her portion of the electricity bill is $7.47. So she takes all the utilities out of hers, which she can't. And it's only for 2 days, not 3 days, because they didn't move in on May 30th. She takes cleaning, carpet cleaning, the wall, I guess, the repair of the wall or the painting of the wall, sanding and painting of the
There were
wall
several
might
walls.
be something.
Several walls, like every.
You got pictures of them? Start taking pictures. When you
Well,
want to
that one
keep
picture
people's security
represented all
deposits,
the
you should
walls.
have pictures. And when she keeps $5 for fire alarm batteries, what's that about? Were the batteries missing or dead?
One was
you can't
missing, one
remember.
was dead.
Okay, gotcha. Based on what I've listened to, what you have a right to keep is $40.80. And I am ordering the landlords to pay you back $290.84. Verdict for the plaintiff. That's my judgment.
All right, the defendant fought and fought, and the plaintiffs wind up getting some of their money back. Step on in and tell me, you okay with this ruling?
Sure, seemed fair. Just know what she's doing.
What about taking pictures of the place before the people move in? More pictures, some better pictures. So in case something like this happens, they are evidence.
That's a great tip. I think everyone should do that on both sides, the people that are moving in and the landlord. That way, just there's no questions at the end, you know?
That's the people's court way. All right, head around the corner this way, and let's see what the plaintiff has to say coming in here. Are you satisfied with what you come out of here with?
Yeah, I'm happy. So,
All right, you have to sand after you spackle,
lesson learned.
All right. He said he intimated at least that college kids are irresponsible and they just exit thinking they can leave things any way they want. And what's your response to that?
My mom didn't raise me that way, so I know I didn't leave it poorly.
Okay, Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, so here's the thing. We talk a lot about when the landlord can deduct security and when they can't. If it's normal wear and tear, where you're in a place for 4 years and the carpet's kind of threadbare, tough luck for the landlord. I mean, that's just normal wear and tear. Refrigerators, they go after a certain number of years, but at a point there are certain things you can't do. If you put nails in the wall to put pictures up, and you think, well, everybody expects to have pictures, that's fine, but the landlord is allowed to have the same clean wall he had when you moved in, and if you put nails in the wall, he can dock you security.